So, Paul, as we check in with the weather, probably some of that heat and some of that lasting dry weather maybe causing some of those mosquitoes to come back. I mean, it's usually they kind of disappear in the fall, right?
It depends on whether irrigation systems have left some standing water here and there, especially on a regular basis. Those things run at night and it tends to be in the same spot over and over again. It's a ripe environment for those nasty little critters.
Don't like them.
Nope, not one bit. Let's take a look at how weather's going to change. We actually might see a couple showers tomorrow. It is an outside chance. Basically, we're looking at the potential for some areas of drizzle, more cloud cover overhead. The storm system heading into the Pacific Northwest is going to miss us by a pretty wide margin to the north, but close enough to send those clouds the chance of drizzle, maybe even a couple of showers across the North Bay by about midday tomorrow. We'll take a look at that on the map in just a second. As we look farther down the line, the winds are going to start to pick up on Thursday. While the bulk of that storm system's energy is going to miss us to the north, it's then going to kind of take a turn and head down to the south, and that is going to bring it close enough to squeeze the atmosphere over the whole west coast, but especially over our neck of the woods, and that's going to result in those gusty offshore winds. They're going to kick in beginning on Thursday, but the strongest winds are going to be Thursday night, Friday, continuing into Saturday. Looking outside right now, seeing plenty of sunshine for most of us, just that little stripe of fog reaching right through the Golden Gate. Temperatures are in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, which is about where we're supposed to be this time of year. Only 62 degrees downtown, close to 70 in Oakland, into the upper 70s in San Jose, and then low 80s for Santa Rosa, Livermore, and in Concord. Temperatures probably be a couple degrees cooler tomorrow because we are going to have that additional cloud cover. Again, we're not seeing it out there just yet, but it will start rolling in as we head through the rest of tonight. So on Futurecast, we're going to look at both the clouds at ground level in the form of fog, but also clouds higher up in the atmosphere, and those are really going to be surging in as we head through tonight into early tomorrow morning. This is the leading edge of the influence of that storm system, but in terms of any moisture out of those clouds, the odds are pretty low. Here's the radar simulation from Futurecast, and you're not going to see much. This little ghostly shade of blue showing up over Marin County by about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's when we could see some of those patches of drizzle becoming a bit more widespread. The best chance of showers is going to be around 11 o'clock to 1 p.m., moving quickly across the Bay Area. A lot of this is going to evaporate on the way down, so it looks pretty impressive on that radar simulation. The best chance of seeing anything more than a trace of moisture is going to be in the North Bay, but anything more than a couple hundredths of an inch of rain would be an achievement for this kind of system. And then as it moves out, that's when the winds start to pick up. We'll get to that in a second, but let's talk about tomorrow's high temperatures. After the showers move out, we'll see decreasing clouds, and temperatures should be pretty close to normal for this time of year. Mid to upper 70s in the Santa Clara Valley, mostly mid to upper 70s east of the Oakland Hills. The warmest spots around Fairfield, Antioch, and Brentwood around 80 degrees. A mix of 60s and 70s around the Bay with low to mid 60s along the coast and mostly 70s in the North Bay as well. Healdsburg, you'll clear out early enough that once the sunshine emerges, your temperature should climb up to around 80 degrees or so. And then the winds start to pick up. Those northerly offshore winds are going to help to elevate the fire threat as we head through Thursday, but especially Thursday night into Friday and Saturday, because you combine the northerly offshore winds with some very low humidity levels, and that's a bad recipe, especially in some of the higher elevations. So these are the humidity levels by late this week on some of the peaks around the Bay Area. So look at the Oakland Hills, humidity around 20%, Mount Diablo lower than 20%, and that 15 to 20% range is starting to get too dry. This is kind of the optimistic version of things. Some of the forecast data, including what I showed you about 10 minutes ago in our first segment, is showing the potential for the winds to be bringing in humidity levels in the 5 to 10% range by Friday afternoon and again on Saturday afternoon. So that's a significant concern. Just be prepared, especially if you live along that wildland urban interface. Know what to do and make sure you have the vegetation cleared away from the house, a safe distance there. Temperatures are going to warm up as the offshore winds continue into the weekend, so back up into the middle portion of the 80s inland by Saturday and Sunday, but then closer to normal again by Monday and Tuesday. This is a modest warm-up compared to what we dealt with at the beginning of October. Temperatures around the Bay into the middle portion of the 70s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And along the coast, you got a kind of one-day warm-up in store. On Saturday, looks like temperatures should crack 70 degrees, but then you're right back down into the 60s. And the familiar fog should be back by Monday and Tuesday. Brian?